All right, today we're out here with Chief Landscape. We have Henry over here. Say hello, Henry.
Hello.
All right, we have Manuel Delgado, Chief and Supervisor, owner, businessman, and we have Gregory in the back.
Hello, here we are.
And today we're putting in some sod. So y'all come on back here. Let's go back here and look and see what we're doing. We're actually going to come up here in the front, and we're going to do a nice, beautiful bed along this front up here. I figure we're going to start over here by the driveway and kind of tie it in, going around, and kind of end it somewhere right around in here. She don't want too much in here because she just don't want it to look gaudy. So today we're laying some grass, and we're going to get all this grass in here laid. There's Gregory right there. He's got his first load. Say hello, Gregory. Say hey. All right. So today we're going to be back here, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to put some grass all in here, and we're actually going to make 2 flower beds, one in this corner here and one over there up to that building over there. We figured we'd put something nice and a trellis or whatever up there and kind of hide it, but it looks like she's got her cement in over here already for her patio. And here we go around here. I think we have a little bit more grass we're going to put around here. But anyway, this is pretty much the first stage. We're coming out here today, and this is what it looks like today. She actually had the homeowner do the grass in the front and what you've seen, but as you can see, there's much more to do, and we're gonna tackle this. We're gonna from start to finish. We're gonna show you how to do it, how it's done. All right, we'll tune in a little later, and we thank you for joining in today. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, this is what it's going to look like, taking shape. We have Manuel over here designing and laying out the beds. And this is all going to be moss rock around this edge right here. So we're actually just kind of trenching it out a little bit, kind of showing you guys how the bed's going to be laid out in this corner. And like I said, we're going to come in with, I'd say soccer ball or maybe a little smaller moss rock, and it'll have a nice little border edge right there. We're going to come in with a Natchez white crepe myrtle here, and we're going to have Indian hawthorns and agapanthus, I believe, in this bed, or foxtail fern. We'll just see how that turns out. But I think that's our plan. And over here, you can kind of look over here. We did the same over here. Kind of did a little bit different over here to kind of tie it in and not make it too symmetrical looking. We wanted to do a little bit different than making it too symmetrical. As you can see, Manuel kind of cleaning that trench out right there, making it look nice, getting it ready, because we're going to bring the grass right up to that, or close to it, and lay our moss rock in there. And we'll probably put a Natchez white crepe myrtle right there in that big spot, and fill it in with Indian hawthorns and foxtail fern. Maybe a little color in there too as well. We'll just kind of see. I know we're going to do the Carolina jasmine with a little lattice work right here in front of this building, and that nice pretty yellow kind of pop right there, make it look really pretty. Kind of hide that building a little bit. But anyway, that's our plan. We're going to stick to it. I don't think we're going to make too many other alterations. But today we're just going to get these beds lined out, get the grass laid in, and we'll see you guys later on. And thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye. All right, here we are, guys. We got 3 more pallets. Looks like we got 3 more nice pallets, nice size pallets that are fixing to go on the yard. It's around 2 o'clock. We already got 3 laid. Got an extra wheelbarrow out here today. Got the guys rolling up the tarp, doing a good job. Let's go take a look at the back. Now tomorrow we're going to get out here, we're going to outline this bed here in the front, and we're going to get that all cut out. I'm thinking about putting a Natchez crepe myrtle right in here, do some Indian hawthorns. We're going to put that fountain over here in this corner. I'm kind of going to bury the base of that so that it's in proportion with the house and doesn't look too gaudy in that corner. Then we're going to outline it. She likes the moss rock, so we're going to outline the beds with the moss rock. Put some Indian hawthorns in here and some maybe agapanthus through there, a little more Indian hawthorn, some foxtail fern. Do some clusters of this and that. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to set it all out and just see what looks the best. But over here in this corner here, along this brick, along her driveway, I'm gonna do some bull rock, maybe 6 inches of bull rock that's gonna follow the border of this her cement, so that the dirt doesn't wash out on the driveway. Kind of give it a nice clean look there. Let's go around the back and see what the guys have done with 3 pallets, see how far that's gotten them. Now this, keep in mind, this was already laid right here. Look, it looks like they got some natural purple fountain grass that's growing in here, or Indian feather grass. Isn't that beautiful? Just growing in there naturally. Huh. So anyway, the guys are back here. This is what it looks like. They're putting some water on what they laid already. That's nice. Oh, this is gonna be nice. It's gonna lay in just real nice and pretty. As you can see, these are the beds that we cut out earlier. Got the beds kind of cut out real nice. Got some water going on that. It's nice. Here's the other bed right here that we're gonna do for them. You know, we just kind of edged that out a little bit and put a little lip on it so we can lay our moss rock in there. About 3 inches. You want to usually put your moss rock in to where it's the bottom of it's covered about 3 inches, or 2 to 3 inches. That way it looks more natural. It looks like the rock's coming out of the ground rather than just setting the rock on the ground. You see that a lot. It just comes from inexperience, people doing it themselves, you know. But if they would take and actually edge it out and put a lip, that way when they set the rock in there, it kind of hides the bottom part of the rock. It just makes it look a little more natural. So they got all this laid here today. Guys are working real hard. Got some good workers here. Got a good team going. Anyway, they're on it. They laid this strip down along this side. And we're thinking we're just gonna go for the back, get the back done first, and then work our way from the gate, you know, and then finish it off. And, you know, laying the sod, there's really not a whole bunch of money in it, and we really didn't even want to do it, but she couldn't find anybody. We're more landscape designers than anything. Our specialty is landscaping. Although we can do this, but this is just not our not what we enjoy doing a whole bunch. But she needed some help, and you know, everybody's doing other things, so we just thought we'd help her out and lay it for her and put it down. But it's real important that she waters every day till everything takes root. Now the grade was pretty much done before we got here, so we didn't have to do any grade work or shoot a grade on it. It was already done by the builder. But all she really wanted us to do was lay the grass, and like I say, she really didn't, we're just helping them out on that end. But it'll look real nice once everything lays down and the mower's been on it a few times and everything's settled. Her yard will look really pretty. And she really didn't want to do a whole bunch of beds in the back, just because they spent so much on the house already and decorating the inside and whatnot. But it'll turn out pretty nice. I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out, and glad y'all could join in today on our channel. And you know, we're going to be doing some more filming, some other jobs coming up. And now with the technology, with these little GoPro cams, you can take them everywhere. And I wish I'd had these things 10, 15, 20 years ago. We could certainly show you some fantastic stuff that we've done. I've got pictures and I've got a website, but there's nothing like getting out on the job with a camera and videotaping it as you go, seeing the guys work hard and see what actually we all have to put into it to make it come to life. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of ambition. So anyway, I'm gonna make it up here to the front with Manuel. We're gonna go up here in the front, and I'm gonna start helping him throw that grass on that cartilla. And anyway, and hopefully we'll be out here tomorrow if the rain don't get us, doing some more work, and I'll do some more filming. We'll just show you step by step how this process works. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. And as you can see, we got a little bit of work ahead of us. Looks like this grass looks nice cuts. They put some nice cuts on it, a little bit of dirt on the bottom to grab and take root. And so anyway, we're gonna get after it. We'll see you guys a little later on. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, the guys are putting in the Natchez White Crepe Myrtle on the back. They got the hole dug. It's real important whenever you put that in there that the crown is always above the line at least 2 or 3 inches, because it's better to plant high than it is to plant deep. The tree can't pull itself out of the hole, but it can always pull itself down. So let me get back over here. Let me get back over here and look at it. Turn it this way, guys. Keep on turning. That looks pretty good. Stand it up straight. Let me look at that. That's perfect right there. That looks set in there like a jewel. That looks good, guys. All right, everybody, we're gonna get these trees set in here. We're gonna get that one set. We're gonna jump over here and get this Natchez White Crepe Myrtle set, planted, watered in nice. We're gonna get everything set out, get all the Indian Hawthorn snows. We're gonna set them out. Do the Agapanthus Zapranthus, set them out. The foxtail ferns, set them out. We have a trellis. We got to come back over here and put up a little trellis so that we can get some starred jasmine growing on there. Beautiful smell. Add a little color to that side. And then we're going to come back in, like I said earlier, and go around all the beds with some beautiful, nice size moss rock to kind of tie it all in together and separate the yard from the flower beds. So you can see the guys are on it. So alright, we'll be checking back with you here in a sec. Thanks for joining in. Alright, my YouTube friends, we're walking up on the job. I just wanted to show you kind of the progress right here. The guys are getting some moss rock out of the truck. And I just want to bring you right up here. We're going to edge out around these Bradford pear trees here. Put some dirt, put some stakes in there. This tree was actually planted too deep by the homeowner. So it was an oversight, I guess, on his part. So we lifted it up, put some mulch around there and stake it for him. We did the same over here. And this is what we got. This is what we got right here. We ended up getting a beautiful sweet olive in here and put some seasonal color in here and put the moss rock around it, like I was saying. Got some beautiful 3-gallon Indian hawthorns and some beautiful 1-gallon foxtail fern. And I actually just jumped up there and put some seasonal flowers in her pots up there as well. Got her bird bath sank in the ground really nice. I think it was a little too big, a little out of scale for this house. So we actually sank it in the ground a little bit to to make it look a little better. Got some beautiful Shishi Sasanquas. Look at that shiny leaf on that. I mean, that is just absolutely beautiful. And in the fall, they'll have some beautiful red flowers that look like little roses on there. Manuel, boy, we've been working hard at it. Looking good, huh, Manuel? We got some beautiful 1 gallon Agapanthus Sophranthus. This is going to get a beautiful stalk coming out of the center of it with a beautiful dome type blue flower on the tops of them. So that'll be blooming here in the spring. And put some bull rock in over here by her drain spout to kind of trickle on down and come on out in the yard, get away from the house. And some beautiful Natchez white 30 gallon trees, multi-trunk. I mean, that's probably 15 to 20 right there. 2-inch caliber, nice trees. She's gonna like that. Let's walk on back here in the back. Come on back here in the back, check it out. And you can see the guys are going around this flower bed right here with the moss rock. Got some Indian hawthorns, 3 gallons in there, some pretty 1 gallon foxtail fern, just kind of picked up from what was in the front, kind of tied in the back. Some beautiful Agapanthus Sophranthus, get some blue in that corner, get some blue in that corner. White crepe myrtle, snows on the Indian hawthorns, a little blue. And over here, you see they already got this all decorated up. And what we have over here is some beautiful foxtail fern to pick up from the other side. Jump back with the Indian hawthorn snows in the back. In the front we have some beautiful society garlic, 1 gallon. Smells just like garlic, just beautiful. Heaven. A little bit of Jesus in here. And then we got picked back up over here with the little 1 gallon foxtail fern. And on the back we have the star jasmine with a little bit of lattice right there. We don't want it to get too big and gnarly because it'll just be too much on that back wall, but I figured just a little splash of white when that whole thing gets all white, and it just smells so good. I can smell it from here, it's in bloom. And so it'll just need a little bit of time to get in there and make home and cover up that little bit of lattice work. We don't want it to get all crazy, first you have to trim it all up. So anyway, this is what we got here in the back, and that's what they're working on right now. And after about, I'm sure, a year and everything matures in, starts to mature a little bit, it'll be just perfect. You know, she didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and that's fine. What we did for her was just what she wanted. And we've certainly done bigger jobs and we've done smaller jobs. So we just wanted to show you a little bit how it all goes in and the steps. Now what we're going to do is come in next after we put all the rock in. We're going to water everything in real good before we leave. But we're going to come in also with a pre-emergent and top everything off with a pre-emergent on the top. And what that's going to do is create a heat barrier over the bed. And so any weeds that tend to want to germinate or whatnot, the ground's going to be too hot. Now the plants will be fine, but the weeds, they'll suffer and they'll die. So if any seeds get in there, they're going to die. Okay, it's low in there. There you go. All right, anyway, we're gonna check back here with you in a little bit, and thanks for tuning in. All right, my YouTube friends, as you can see, we got the moss rock around the Bradford pears here. Looking nice, got the straps in. As you can see, we got a little bit watered in over here. And I picked it up and did the same thing over here around this Bradford pear. And then I came over here and got all this watered in over here. See how nice that turned out? Turned out really pretty. Got the little turtles climbing over the little bull rock here, one following the other. Thought that was kind of really nice and sweet. We got Manuel coming through the front. He's been working on the back there, strapping that other crepe myrtle down. And I'm going to get some still shots in here and just see how this looks with some still shots.